Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Maths Pyramid. Today's topic is real numbers. We start with the introduction, that is what is real number. Real numbers can be defined as the union of both rational numbers and irrational numbers. We have already discussed about that. In number system we are having different types of numbers like natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. We are having rational numbers and irrational numbers. Natural numbers starts from 1 to infinity. Whole numbers starts from 0 to infinite. Integers are both positive and negative, so it starts from minus infinity to infinity and it includes 0. Rational numbers are those numbers which can be represented in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0. And all are natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers form rational numbers. These can be represented in the form of rational numbers. But irrational numbers are those numbers which cannot be represented in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0. Like we are having root 2, root 3, pi. All these are the examples of irrational numbers. This can be represented by the Venn diagram, where you can see that the real numbers is a combination of rational numbers and irrational numbers. A rational number is the combination of natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. We can represent all these numbers on real number line, where each number is having a unique position. This is your real number. The theorem which is affiliated with the real numbers is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What this theorem says, before going on this, we discuss a little example that in number line we are having two types of numbers. Either they are either prime numbers and second are composite numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are those numbers which are having only two factors. Factor 1 and number itself. Only two factors is there. Like example, we are having 2, 3, 5, 13. All these are prime numbers. Whereas composite numbers are those numbers which are having factors greater than 2. One factor is the 1, another number factor is number itself, and beside these two factors it is having one more factors or more than one factor. So its factors is always greater than 2. Like 2 is having only one factor, 1 and 2. 3 is having factors 1 and 3. But 6 is having factors 1, 2, 3 and 6. So 6 is your composite number. So your number line consists of either prime numbers and composite numbers. This is the two types of composite numbers. Now suppose we are having an example. If we take a combination of prime numbers, like we are having combination 2, 3, 5, and we take it in the permutation combination form, like you can take all these numbers in group of 2, group of 3, or you can take any number of times, like 2 into 3 you can take, 2 into 5 you can take, 2 into 3 into 5 you can take, 3 into 5 you can take. You can also take 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Means you can take 2 to the power 100, 3 into 2 to the power 1000, any number of times you can take. And when you take and you multiply all these numbers, you get a different number. How you choose? 2 into 3 is equals to 6. 2 into 5 is equals to 10. 2 into 3 into 5, how much? 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 5, 30. 3 into 5, 15. 5 into 3, 15. 15, 3, 45, 90, 180. Means whenever you are taking a combination of prime numbers in different combination, you get a different number. and the number you are getting is a composite number. Here you are taking the prime, what you are taking? You are taking the combination, or you can say product of prime numbers. When you multiply, when you are doing the product of prime numbers, you are getting a composite number, and always get a different composite number for the combination of numbers. When you are taking only three numbers, suppose 2, 3, 5, you are getting so many numbers, and you can get infinite number of composite numbers, because you can take it in infinite ways. So you are having infinite number of prime numbers, and the combinations you are taking in which it is infinite, so you get infinite composite numbers. But what you are saying, for every composite number, the product is unique. Like for 6, you are having only product 2 into 3. When you are multiplying 2 into 3, you always get 6. You can't get 8. But when you are multiplying 2 into 2 into 2, you are getting 8. You can't get 9. So on multiplication of a certain number of prime numbers, you get a different composite number. So for every composite number, the product of prime numbers is fixed. This is fixed and this is unique. For this combination, you always get this number, you can't get another number. So your fundamental theorem is saying that every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes. And this factorization is unique apart from the order in which prime factors occur. You are saying that 2 into 3 is equals to 3 into 2. You are not saying that we are taking here 2 and 3 and we are taking 3 into 2 and they both are different. No. We are not considering about the order, but we are considering about the numbers you are taken, and this number is unique for every composite number. This is the theorem which your theorem says. One more thing, what your theorem is saying, in general, given a composite number x, we are saying we are having a composite number. Suppose we are having a 12, or you can suppose 18 is your prime, your composite number. Let it, this is be a x. So we factorize it as, we are doing its factorization. What its factorization is 2 into 3 into 3. We are saying 2 into 3 into 3. So we are saying its factor is P1, P2, P3. 18 is our composite number x, and we factorize it as P1, P2, P3, 2 into 3 into 6. These are prime numbers. So we are saying P1, P2, Pn जो है, we are taking it in ascending orders. P1 is less than P2, or P2 is less than equals to P3. Means when we are dividing we are finding the prime factors, we find it in ascending orders. Or when we combine the same primes, we get the powers of prime. Means we can write 2 into 3 into 3. How could we write it? 3 to the power 2. We are saying it can be written in the form of powers. Like we are having one example for you. What that example? But that example is like, suppose we are having 32760. This is your composite number. When you are doing its prime factors, I just suggest you to do it by yourself so that you can find its prime factorizations. So its factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 7 into 13. Okay, so 2 into 2 into 3, you can write it as 2 to the power 3. Into 3 into 3, you can write it as 3 to the power 2. 5 to the power 1 into 7 to the power 1 into 13 into the power 1. So this is what this statement is saying. This statement is of your fundamental theorem of arithmetic, which says that composite number When we factorize it in ascending orders and combine the same primes, we get the power of the prime numbers. And the way we are doing its factorization, we are doing its prime factorization because we are choosing the factors as the prime numbers. We are not choosing its factors like 6 into this. We are not choosing the factors as a composite number. We are choosing the factors as the prime factors. So this factorization is known as prime factorization. So what is your prime factorization? Prime factorization are the factorization in which all factors of a composite number are prime numbers. Okay, this is your prime factorization, and the representation is like this, and in this we can write it like in the power of 2. So prime factors is 2, 3, 2, 7, 6, 0. So you can write it 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2 into 5 into 7 into 30. This is your prime factorization. You can represent in this composite numbers factorization in factor tree form. What the factor tree is? In this we are dividing our number starting with the smallest prime factor like 3, 2, 7, 6, 0. When you are dividing this number by 2, what the number you are getting, it is 16380. Now again you divide it by 2, you will get a number. This is 8190. When you divide this number again by 2, you will get 4095. When you divide this number by 3, you get 1365. When you divide this number by 3, you get 455. When you divide this number by 5, you get 91. When you divide this number by 7, you get 13. And when you divide this number by 13, you get the number 1. When you get the remainder is equals to 1, remainder is 1, matlab last number you are getting 1. So then the pattern you are forming is like a tree. These are your composite numbers which are divided, and these are your prime numbers. These all are the prime factors of 32760. You can also say 7 into 30. This is the prime factor of 455. You can find it out easily. So you can factor a composite number in 2 ways, either by prime factorization or by a factor tree. The representation is different. In this representation, we are representing it in the form of power, where in factor tree, we are simply dividing our number by its prime factors so that we are getting a little bit hierarchy, which is known as factor tree. If you are having a doubt in this, you can ask or you can write it in the comment box. For today, this is okay. And if you did not subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. And if you like the video, please like and share the video. For today, thank you so much.